this season, actually Chadron's first game in this 2021 season. And for the Westco Zephyrs, they come in playing their 5th game of the year. They come in tonight with a record of 1-3 on the season. Last night, in a game you heard here on 106.9 The Trail, they lost a heartbreaking 7-6 game to Cheyenne Post 6. And in that game, the Zephyrs jumped out to a 4-0 lead. They led 4-0 after the 3rd inning. Cheyenne came back and scored a run in the 1st inning, in the bottom of the 4th inning, I should say, and then Westco added one more to lead 5-1 after 4. Westco increased the lead to 6-1 at the end of the 6th inning. Cheyenne added a run to make it 6-2, but then we went into the top of the 7th inning. The Zephyrs leading at 6-2, but Cheyenne put 5 runs on the board to take a 7-6 lead, and then Cheyenne Post 6, Colder McAnally came in and shut down Westco in the bottom of the 7th. But for the Zephyrs, 6 runs on 7 hits and 3 errors, and for Chadron, 7 runs on, or for Cheyenne, I should say, 7 runs on 7 hits and 4 errors. For the Zephyrs, Porter Robbins went 1 for 3, Hunter McCollum 1 for 4, Jace Heimerman 1 for 3. Dario Rodriguez went 1 for 4, Jared Baltazar 1 for 3, along with Jarrett Richter 1 for 3, and Riley Strau 1 for 3 on the night. Porter Robbins, Dario Rodriguez, Hunter McCollum, and Wyatt Hout saw action on the mound for the Zephyrs last night. Chadron, as I said, their first game, they come in with their record last season, I should say, was 8-11. And these two teams met up only once in that shortened season back on July 2nd of last year, and the Zephyrs came away with a 8-0 win over the Chadron Post 12 First Nationals. So we will take a break here on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show, and pregame comments from head coach Jeremiah Luber. That's next on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show.
When you call Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
And we were 3 up. And in situations when we get back into situations like that, be able to finish the job.
Porter pitched the first few innings of that game, his first outing. You had to be encouraged by what you saw from Porter.
Yeah, he had his off-speed pitches working, and he was able to throw his fastball for strikes. This is what I told our guys is that's a very good hitting team. If all you're able to throw for a strike is a fastball, it's going to be a long night. And we did a good job throwing our off-speed for strikes for the first time all year. We got to continue to do that as a pitching staff.
Came into last night's game off of the Laramie losses with 9 errors in 2 games, only 3 last night, and I think we talked about it a little bit last night. Do things seem to be slowing down a little bit for the kids?
Yeah, I think, as I said last night, Porter getting off to a good start, I think the whole team's settled in. That's going to be important again tonight, making plays right away, just building that confidence to where, the ball's going to be in play. We don't have really any strikeout pitchers, and be ready to make a play. We're all capable of doing that.
From the plate, how do you think your team did last night?
I thought it was one of our best games in a while. We did an outstanding job of finding ways to get guys on. Until they brought their last guy in, who was a Division I recruit there. We only had 1 strikeout through the first 5 innings. It was great. We competed with 2 strikes. We put the ball in play. We put pressure on them, and even a team as good as Cheyenne made some mistakes, made some errors, and we were able to capitalize on those.
And really, your team didn't make a lot of errors on the bases last night.
No, we did. We did an outstanding job of executing our bunting game, taking extra bases when they presented themselves in any of our hit and run game. From an execution standpoint against a quality team, last night we did a great job. We just got to build on that in games coming up next.
So you face Chadron tonight, their first game of the season. Talk about what you expect to see from Chadron.
Well, I expect to see some of the same things that we went through against Douglas. If we're able to put some pressure on them, I feel like they'll make some first game mistakes, just as we did, and other teams always will. But they're gonna compete, and they're gonna come down here and try to put pressure on us, and we got to be ready to go from pitch 1. Just like what happened last night, where we set the tone early, we got to do that again tonight.
Let's talk about who's gonna pitch tonight and what do they do well.
Jace Heimerman's going to be on the mound. He's got a pretty good fastball when he can command that, and his breaking ball will be his best pitch. So the biggest thing that Jace struggled with when we went up to Laramie was he was in a lot of 3-ball counts. He got behind in the count. So just as Porter did last night, he's got to get ahead in the count early and really set the tone for us on the mound.
All right, now time for our Key to the Game, and the Key to the Game brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty on every vehicle from Team Auto Center. A key for tonight's game.
Move on from last night and play good baseball again. We're fully capable of doing that. It's going to start with Jace on the mound and continue to build off of what we did the first 6 innings last night.
All right, that is our Key to the Game, and that'll do it for the Platte Valley Company's pregame show. We'll be back with more after this timeout on the Rural Radio Network.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
College. As we look at the Zephyr starting lineup, leading off and playing second base will be Porter Robbins. Jaron Baltazar will bat second. He'll be in left field. Hunter McCollum batting third at shortstop. Dario Rodriguez will be the designated hitter tonight, batting fourth. Batting fifth will be Wyatt Hout in center field. Jarrett Richter will be behind the plate for the Zephyrs. Carter Reisig at third base, batting seventh. Arden Pittman will be at first base for the Zephyrs, batting eighth, and batting ninth, and playing right field it'll be Hunter Garcia. So for Westco, it's Robbins, Baltazar, McCollum, Rodriguez, Hout, Richter, Reisig, Pittman, and Garcia. For Chadron, they will start things off. Colin Bowman will be the leadoff hitter for the Chadron First Nationals as he gets ready to step to the plate, and we're ready to get underway here tonight from Cleveland Field, getting started just a little bit late due to some rain that delayed the start of the Express game. And the first pitch from Jace Heimerman, who's on the mound for the Zephyrs tonight, fires across a first pitch strike. No balls and one strike to Bowman, and he drives a second pitch foul out of play down the right field side. Bowman will be followed up by Kobe Bila and then Dawson Dunbar. The number 4 hitters, Jordan Bissonette, Cody Hall batting fifth, Zach Werdekemper batting sixth, Trace White batting seventh, Ryan Varenkamp batting eighth, and Eric Varenkamp batting ninth. And Heimerman starts out with a strikeout for his first out here in the top of the first inning as Kobe Bila steps in, batting from the left side. He'll be the starting pitcher for the Chadron Post 12 here tonight. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Jace coming in with a record of 0-1. He's appeared in one game so far this season. 1-0 in there for a strike to even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 innings pitched for Jace this season. He's given up 7 runs on 4 hits. He struck out 6 and walked 4. We'll set the Zephyrs defensive lineup for you here in just a minute as Heimerman steps off and Bila steps out of that left-handed batter's box. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That one's fouled straight back. Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Our opening pitch was brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Missing outside on the 1-2 pitch. That evens count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beal will be followed up by Dawson Dunbar. 2-2 swung on and missed, and back-to-back strikeouts to start this one off for Jace Heimerman. And 2 outs here in the top of the first. Defensively for the Zephyrs in the outfield from left to right, Baltazar, Hout, and Garcia. On the infield from third to first, Reisig, McCullum, Robbins, and Pittman. Richter behind the plate, and as we said, Jace Heimerman on the mound. And he starts off Dawson Dunbar with a strike. 0-1. Zephyrs in the white pants tonight, the orange jerseys with the green letters and numbers. And the next pitch just a little bit low. That'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Infield playing back as that ball driven foul out of play. And Heimerman ahead of Dunbar. With 2 outs here, nobody on, just underway here from Cleveland Field. Next pitch swung on and missed on the 1-2 count, and Heimerman sets down Chadron in order here in the top of the first. Chadron fails to score. Westco coming to bat. No score on the Westco scoreboard.
Feeling overwhelmed with your emotions? Morrow County Community Hospital can help. Our behavioral health provider, Melody Lacey, is welcoming new patients from depression, anxiety, to cognitive behavioral therapy. Melody Lacey is dedicated to earning your trust and confidence, and with her expertise, you're assured the highest quality healthcare service possible. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
And welcome back to Cleveland Field. Jeff Kelly with you here this evening as we've got rain starting here at Cleveland Field. And Porter Robbins will lead things off for the Westco Zephyrs. He'll be followed up by Jared Baltazar and Hunter McCollum as the Chadron infield gathering around their starting pitcher, Kobe Bila. And he'll be coming from the left side for the Chadron Post 12 senior team. Set them defensively. Eric Varenkamp will be behind the plate. From third to first, it'll be Hall at third, Dunbar at short, Bowman at second, and White at first base. In the outfield, Bissonette, Werdekemper, and Varenkamp. As Bila's first pitch, Porter Robbins swung on and missed. Porter this season, coming into tonight's game, batting .333 on the year, went 1 for 3 with one hit last night. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed from the left-hander. Make it no balls and 2 strikes. As you heard in our pregame with the head coach, nice start on the mound by Porter last night as he goes 3 2/3 innings, gave up 1 run on 4 hits. As the 0-2 pitch misses, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chadron set down in order. And here's a pop-up that'll get out of play. And we'll keep it at 1 ball. Robbins with only 1 stolen base on the season, being held on there by Trace White. Robbins takes a nice lead. Bila delivers home. It's hit in the air, left field. Going back is Bissonette. Bissonette watches it leave. And a home run, a 2-run homer for Hunter McCollum, his first on the season. The Zephyrs' first home run. And Westco jumps out to a 2-0 lead on the 2-run shot by Hunter McCollum. Here with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. So 2 runs home for the Zephyrs here. And for McCollum, that'll be his 3rd and 4th RBIs of the season. Zephyrs on top 2-0 as Dario Rodriguez steps in. Dario saw action on the mound last night in the post-6 game. 1-0 pitch, misses low. Make it 2 balls and no strikes. Dario started things off behind the plate and then came on in relief of Porter Robbins last night. Saw 4 pitchers see action for the Zephyrs last night against post 6. 2-0 pitch in, so on the inside corner. That'll be called strike 1. Chadron in the gray pants here tonight, red jerseys with white sleeves. 2 balls and 1 strike, and it'll even up now at 2-2 as Rodriguez drives this one foul out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on as the bases were cleared on the 2-run homer over the left field wall by Hunter McCollum. As Bila misses high to make it a full count to Dario Rodriguez. Dario went 1 for 4 last night, drove in a run. Hitting .286 on the year as he stepped back into the right-handed batter's box to look at the payoff pitch from Kobe Bila. And that'll be the second walk given up by Kobe Bila in this first inning. And as we said, this is the first game of the year for Chadron. And here's Wyatt Hout for the Zephyrs. And much like we did last night, baseball's at a premium as those that are hit out of play have to be run down and brought back. As some Bila trying to get the mud off of his cleats there as we are getting some rain here. See a lot of umbrellas out here at Cleveland Field. But with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning, a 2-run home run by Hunter McCollum. And now the Chadron manager will come out of the first base dugout to check on his pitcher. I think he's a little bit concerned about the condition of the dirt on the mound. And the home plate umpire talking to Jeremiah Luber. And Jeremiah's jacket is just soaked. Rain coming down here at Cleveland Field. A little bit of a wind, but the wind blowing out. So now we're back to action with 1 out and 1 on. First pitch to Houghton, misses low. 4-1. Wyatt last night came on as the 4th pitcher against post 6. Quick throw over to keep Rodriguez close. And he's back in plenty of time. Hout pitched the top of the 7th and gave up 3 runs on 3 hits. 1-0 pitch. That's in there at the knees for strike 1. Wyatt hitting .231 on the year. No homers and 1 run driven in. Another quick throw over. Keep Rodriguez close. White on the bag at first base for Chadron. Short lead being taken by Rodriguez. Bila delivers home. Lefty-lefty matchup. This is hit in the air to left field. Bissonette coming on. He won't be able to get to it. In shallow left field, and a base hit for Wyatt Hout. And now the Zephyrs once again with 2 men on. And Jared Richter now the batter for the Zephyrs. Jared behind the plate for the Zephyrs tonight. 1 for 3 last night, drove in a run. Bila misses outside with his first pitch to Richter. 1 ball and no strikes. Bila from the stretch, the 1-0 just misses high, 2-0. Zephyrs 1-3 on the year, looking to get back on the winning track. They've lost 3 straight. Bila from the stretch with 2 on, just missing outside, and now Bila in trouble, not wanting to load the bases up here with only 1 out in the bottom of the first inning, and the Zephyrs on top, 2-0. 3-0 pitch misses inside, and now that'll load the bases up for the Zephyrs. As Rodriguez will move to third, Hout will move over to second, and now the Zephyrs with the bases loaded, and Carter Reisig, who came in late in the game last night, getting the start this evening at third base. First pitch, pops it up in the air. Center field, Werdekemper coming on, and he slips, can't make the catch. Rodriguez will score. Wyatt Hout will be held at third base. And the Zephyrs on the board with their third run as Rodriguez comes in to score. And the bases remain loaded with Carter Reisig's fly to center field. And that'll bring Arden Pittman to the plate. Did not see action last night. He'll get the start here tonight at first base for the Zephyrs. Bila once again with the bases loaded. Pitch fouled straight back. That'll even the count up, I believe, at 1-1. And once again, Bila stepping off the back of the mound to get the mud out of his spikes. We said we had rain that came through that delayed the Express game for about 30 minutes, and the field, though, was still playable at that point. But right now, a little bit of a struggle for Kobe Bila. Next pitch, and misses high. And now the count evened up at 1-1 strike. 1 out, bases loaded for the Zephyrs. 1-1 pitch on the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. As Pittman last season batted .200 as a member of the Express. Is that pitch low? 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pittman with no homers, 8 RBIs last season. 2-2 pitch. Misses low, and that will walk a run in for the Zephyrs as Hout will come in for the 4th run of this bottom of the first inning. And everybody moves up 90 feet with 1 out, and now the Chadron coach will come out from that first base dugout. And his team now with a 4-run deficit here with only 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. 33 pitches for Kobe Bila here in the first inning. And we'll see the conference on the mound. And we'll see if they keep Bila in the game. And it looks like he will be staying into the contest so far. Well, for more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, we'll go far. Conference on the mound over, and the number 9 hitter, as the Zephyrs have sent 9 men to the plate here in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Hunter Garcia with the bases loaded, and fouls the first pitch from Bila off for strike 1. Hunter hitting .167 on the season. The 0-1 pitch misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hunter hitting .167 this year, looking for his first run RBI on the season. As 1-1 pitch in there for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases loaded for the Zephyrs here with 1 out in the top of the first inning. After Chadron was set down in order by Jace Heimerman. Here's a line drive base hit. Check that foul ball as it just went foul as it got into left field. And we'll do it all over again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. as ready to go as Garcia steps back into that right-handed batter's box. He's ready to go and face the 1-2 pitch from Kobe Belas. He delivers home, and Garcia fouls it out of play. And we'll do it once again at 1-2 strikes. Now 37 pitches thrown by Kobe Bela here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-2. And Hunter Garcia making Kobe Bela work, fouling off 3 straight pitches there with a 1-2 count. Zephyr sent 9 men at the plate here in the bottom of the first. That pitch misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 4-0 Zephyrs here in the bottom of the first inning. Now the count goes full to Hunter Garcia. Richter's at third, Reisig at second, and Pittman at first for the Zephyrs, who lead it 4-0. The big blow, a 2-run home run by Hunter McCollum. Payoff pitch outside, and that will walk another run in for the Zephyrs to make it 5-0. And that will take us back to the top of the order. 5 walks given up by Kobe Bela here in the bottom of the first inning. And now we'll go back to the top of the order for Porter Robbins, who struck out to start off this bottom of the first inning, and a check swing on the first pitch from Bela. Didn't go around. Ball and no strikes. Bela from the stretch comes home, misses low. Varenkamp doing the work behind the plate for Chadron. And Bela falls behind Porter Robbins. 2 balls and no strikes. Big lead being taken at first base by Hunter Garcia. And the count now 3-0 to Porter Robbins. Porter comes in tonight hitting .333 on the year, and a 4-pitch walk by Kobe Bela. And another run will come in for the Zephyrs to now make it 6-0. And I think that's going to be it for Kobe Bela, as we'll have a change here as the Zephyrs 6 runs on only 2 hits here in this bottom of the first inning. That'll be it for Kobe Bela as he lasts a third of an inning and gives up 6 runs on 2 hits, and that'll be it for Bela here tonight. Is a tough start. And coming on to pitch for the Chadron First Nationals, it'll be Cody Hall. And we'll have some defensive changes for Chadron as Hall was at third base. We'll try and pick some of those defensive changes up for you. First game for Chadron, as we said, and a tough start for Kobe Bela. I'm sure is not pleased with his first outing, but 6 runs in the bottom of the first inning. 6 runs on 2 hits and 1 error by Chadron, as we still only have one out in the bottom of the first inning. Well, Monument Physical Therapy in Gering offers the Bumps and Bruises program, offering 1 free consultation and 1 free follow-up for all area athletes. Monument Physical Therapy in Gering. And still waiting to see who's going to take Hall's place at third base. A 6-run bottom of the first for the Westco Zephyrs. 6 walks by Kobe Bila. He struck out 1. As Hall continues to take his warm-up tosses. Hall comes from the right side. Bila was a left-hander. Still seeing some umbrellas out here at Cleveland Field as some rain coming down, so now we're back to action. And Jared Baltazar will come up for the second time here in the first inning. Waits the first pitch from Hall with the bases loaded, and he drives that one foul out of play. And moving over to third base for Chadron is Trace White. He was at first base. And we'll pick up the first baseman here for you in just a minute. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Varenkamp. And Kobe Bila has moved over to first base. There's your changes defensively as we have them so far. The 1-1 pitch. Missing low. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jared Baltazar, who walked his first time up. Came around and scored on the 2-run homer by Hunter McCollum. Bases loaded and 1 out. 2-1 pitch. Little dribbler out in front of the mound. Hall field slips, step, and throws home. And they get Pittman on the fielder's choice for the second out of the inning. So 2 down here for the Zephyrs in the bottom of the first inning is Hunter McCollum, who got his first homer of the season. A 2-run shot over the left field wall. Up for the second time here tonight. Hall comes home, and the pitch just missing low. 1-0 to Hunter McCollum. Now make it 2-0 to the Zephyr shortstop here tonight. I saw action on the mound last night against Post 6. 2-0 pitch in there for strike 1. Garcia at third, Robbins at second, and Baltazar on at first base. Has a 6-run first, bottom of the first inning for the Zephyrs. 2-1. Make it 2-2 now, as McCollum fouls that one out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hall comes home. McCollum swings and misses, and he will strike out, and that will end the bottom of the first for the Zephyrs. 2-run homer by Hunter McCollum. The Zephyrs on top, 6-0 on the Westco scoreboard.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
Back for the top of the second inning, 6-0 Zephyrs, and Heimerman on for his second inning of work. And he'll face 4, 5, and 6 in the Chadron order as let's double check. Gaswick has come into the game. We did have Jordan Bissonette down, but Gaswick is at the plate for the Zephyrs, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike. And Heimerman set down Chadron in order in the top of the first, but spent a long time in that dugout. As Gaswick, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looks at a pitch high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zephyrs on top, 6-0. 6 runs on only 2 hits. 2-2 pitch. Gaswick stays alive as he drives that one foul. 58 degrees now here at Cleveland Field. Heimerman's 2-2 pitch right back of the box, and Jace reaches out the glove and makes that catch for an easy out as the line drive back to the pitcher, and a nice fielding play by Jace Heimerman. And 1 down for Chadron here in the top of the second inning, as Chadron trying to claw their way back. They're down 6-1 as Cody Hall steps in, swings and misses at the first offering from Heimerman. No balls and 1 strike. No changes defensively for the Zephyrs. The 0-1 pitch high. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. 1-1 inside. That makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. We said this is Chadron's first game of the season, as the 2-1 misses high, 3-1. And Chadron will be in action next Monday as they will take on the Martin Seniors at home at Maurice Horse Field in Chadron, Nebraska. 3-1 pitch moves Hall off the base, and he will get the free pass down to first base on the walk. And that'll bring up Zach Werdekemper. And Werdekemper will bat from the left side. So 2 left-handed hitters, Kobe Bila and Werdekemper in the Chadron lineup. First pitch, swung on and missed. 0-1. Hall being held on at first base by Pittman. Seeing action at first base tonight for the Zephyrs. The 0-1 pitch just missing outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on for Chadron here in the top of the second inning, but Chadron trails at 6-0. 1-1 missing outside once again. 2 balls and 1 strike. Werdekemper will be followed up by Trace White. Short lead being taken by Hall at first base. This one's down the first base line but goes foul. They even count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zach Werdekemper in center field tonight for Chadron. As Heimerman checks the runner, now comes home. 2-2 pitch. This one's golfed up in the air. Heimerman off the mound. Now he slips down, but is able to make the throw over to first base. And are they going to say it? Catcher interference is the call right there. So Jared Richter, catcher interference, and that puts Werdekemper on at first base. But the infield grass, as you can see, is a little slick because of the rain, but it was still a nice play by Heimerman. As Trace White up for the first time, and Chadron with some traffic on the bases, runners on it. First and second with 1 out. Next pitch to White, in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Heimerman checks the runner, and White fouls it out of play, and he's down on the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Following tonight's game, Zephyrs go on the road. They will be in Torrington to take on Torrington Tigers on Wednesday, May 19th. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And White goes down for the second out of the inning. 4th strikeout of the game by Jace Heimerman. And with 2 down, Ryan Varenkamp will come to the plate now with 2 down and 2 on for the First Nationals as they are facing a 6-0 deficit here. First pitch misses on the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Our next Zephyr broadcast will be a week from tomorrow, Saturday, May 22nd versus Lexington. Doubleheader there, and we'll have it for you right here on 106.9 The Trail. Checks the runners, comes home. That pitch misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here. Heimerman staring in, getting the signals from Richter. Now comes home. Swung on and missed by Varenkamp, and that'll make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Heimerman trying to get out of this top of the first inning. Next pitch. Fouled out of play, and Varenkamp stays alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. .35 pitches from Heimerman. Here's we're with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. 2-2 pitch, low, and the count now full. And Heimerman not wanting to load the bases up here, as the Zephyrs have a comfortable 6-0 lead here. But quite a bit of time spent in the dugout by Heimerman as a long bottom of the first. The Zephyrs put 6 runs on the board, and that'll load the bases. That pitch was inside to Varenkamp. And the bag's full. And that'll bring the number 9 hitter, Eric Varenkamp, to the plate. First time tonight he comes up with the bases loaded. And the 3rd left-handed hitter in this Chadron lineup. First pitch outside for ball 1. Hall at 3rd, Werdekemper at 2nd, and Varenkamp at 1st with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. The 1-0 pitch, make it 2-0. Heimerman set down Chadron in order with 3 straight strikeouts. struggling just a little bit here in the top of the second. 2-0 pitch, make it 3-0. Heimerman missing high and outside. Three and 0 to Eric Barenkamp. Chadron right fielder here tonight. The delivery from Heimerman, and he's walked on 4 straight pitches, and that will bring the first run of the ball game in for Chadron, and the second straight walk given up by Heimerman. And we will go back to the top of the order for Colin Bowman. And Chadron with their first run of the game to make it 6-1. Bowman looks at a first pitch strike after striking out to start the game off. Seventh batter to come to the plate here in the top of the second, as Heimerman misses outside. 4-2, 2-0 to the leadoff hitter for Chadron. And a little check swing, and that ball's fouled out of play. Two balls and one strike. Heimerman comes home. There's a little dribbler to the mound. Heimerman with field. Underhand toss to Pittman at first. And that will do it for Chadron in the top of the second. Through 1.5. Zephyr 6. Chadron 1 on the Westco scoreboard.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gearing, call Allstate agent Michael Inglehop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Go to the bottom of the second inning here from Cleveland Field. Zephyr's on top by 5, 6-1, as they put 6 runs on the board in the bottom of the first inning, and included in that 6-run first was a 2-run homer by Hunter McCollum, his first on the year. And Heimerman, after setting down Chadron in order in the bottom of the top of the first inning, I should say, struggled just a little bit in the top of the second, as 7 batters came to the plate and 3 base on balls in that second inning. And Chadron was able to push a run across as 1 run was walked in. So Dario Rodriguez will start things off. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Zephyrs here in the bottom of the second inning. He'll be followed up by Houghton and then Jared Richter, as Hall on for his second inning of work, and he fires a pitch high and inside that Dario has to bend out of the way for. 1-0, and the 1-0 pitch inside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Dario last night on the mound, one in the third inning, gave up 1 run on no hits. And now the count 3-0 to Dario. As Hall goes 3-0 on the leadoff hitter for the Zephyrs in a 4-pitch walk. As Wyatt Hout steps in. Zephyrs batted around in the bottom of the first inning. And Hout up for the second time. He had a single his last time up, came around to score. First pitch from Hall on the inside corner. That finds the strike zone. No balls and 1 strike. Wyatt last night 0 for 2 in the 7-6 loss to Cheyenne Post 6. Hall misses outside. A ball and a strike. 6-1. Zephyrs lead it here in the bottom of the second inning. No outs and 1 on. Rodriguez takes the lead at first. Here's a ball hit on the ground towards second. It'll be fielded and by Bowman. He fires over to Bila. And that retires Hout on the ground out. And 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning for the Zephyrs as Jarrett Richter will come to the plate. Jarrett last night going 1 for 3. Drove in a run for the Zephyrs. He walked last time up but came around to score. Looks at the first pitch from Hall. Inside, 4-1. Glad you could be with us tonight on 106.9 The Trail, and you can also view the game on Allo Channel 15 on KNB.TV or Mobius Channel 1500. 1-0 pitch misses inside, 2-0. First game of the season for Chadron. Two balls, no strikes. As Rodriguez has moved down to second base. Into scoring position for the Zephyrs. 2-0. As it check, it was 3-0 there, and that was another 4-pitch walk to Jared Richter. And that gives Zephyrs runners at first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the second inning is Carter Reisig with a base hit his last time up. Hall checks the runner. Second comes home. Reisig drives this one foul. Now making no balls and 1 strike. As Hall goes back to the pitcher's mound for Chadron. Reports I've got is the rain has stopped for the time being here at Cleveland Field. Not the number of umbrellas out as there were just a little bit earlier. As Reisig looks at it, strike to make it no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 on for the Zephyrs here. They lead at 6-1 in the bottom of the second inning. Hall will come from the stretch. 1-1 pitch. Just missing inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Zephyrs looking to get back on the winning track here tonight. They've lost 3 straight. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. And check it should have been 2-2. And that will be a strikeout for Carter Reisig. And 2 down. And the second strikeout for Cody Hall. And that brings up Arden Pittman for the Zephyrs. First pitch misses high. 1-0. 2 outs, 2 on. As Hall checks the runners. Rodriguez at second. Pitch bounced. A nice job by Varenkamp to keep that ball from going back to the screen as that one bounced right in front of the plate, was able to get his glove up and keep that one in front of him. But the count now 2 balls and no strikes with 2 outs and 2 on. Pitch, that misses high outside, and everybody will move up 90 feet. Rodriguez now 90 feet away from the 7th run of the game. And Richter at second base. Westco night here at Cleveland Field. If you came out to the game, hopefully you got your free t-shirt. 3-0 the count to Pittman. Pitch in there for strike 2. Pittman threw the bat away. He was ready to go down to first base, and he'll pick the bat up and come back to that right-handed batter's box with a count 3 balls and 1 strike. Rodriguez takes the lead at third, and that pitch misses, and now the base is loaded. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. 3 walks here in this bottom of the 2nd inning, given up by Chadron, and now the slow walk from the first base dugout by the Chadron manager. He will make his way out, and we'll see if this will be it for Cody Hall here tonight. Let's just double check. And a conference going on the mound, and looks like Cody Hall is going to stay in the ball game for the time being for the Zephyrs, or for the Chadron, excuse me. Well, be sure to contact Jennifer Urdiales, your local 5-star lender with Castle and Cook Mortgage, for a simple, friendly, and fast process for your home purchase or refinance. Contact Jennifer today. Castle and Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. Cody Hall stays in the game. And Hunter Garcia at the plate for the Zephyrs with the bases loaded. First pitch swing, and this is hit in the air. Center field. Word to Kemper. Back at Cleveland Field for the top of the 3rd inning. Zephyrs on top 6-1. 6 runs on 2 hits and no errors for Westco. And for Chadron, 1 run on no hits as that run was walked in, and 1 error for Chadron. And Kobe Bila will lead things off. It'll be Kobe Bila, Dawson Dunbar, and then Gaswick for the Chadron First Nationals here. And Bila will step in for the 2nd time. He struck out back in the 1st inning as Heimerman comes home and delivers. First pitch misses for ball 1. 1-0. Makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. Bilo awaits the 1-1 pitch. Hits this one in the air. Foul territory, 3rd base side. As Reisig going over, and Carter will make the catch. And 1 down on a nice defensive play by Carter Reisig. So 1 down for Chadron here in the top of the 3rd inning as Dawson Dunbar steps in to the right-handed batter's box for the first time tonight. He struck out his first time up and takes a big cut at the first pitch from Heimerman for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Hit on the ground towards second, and that ball's booted by Robbins, and he can't pick it back up and fire over to first base. So Dunbar reaches base. And Chadron with a runner on here, and they will score that as an error. So Dunbar reaches base on the error by Porter Robbins. And with one down, Gaswick at the plate takes a cut at the first pitch for strike one. Gaswick lined back to the pitcher in the second inning. Runner goes, throw down will be high, but a nice backup there. Hunter McCollum as Robbins climbed the ladder to try and bring that one down, and McCollum right behind him to snag it before it went into center field. But Dunbar with the stolen base, and he's in scoring position here with one out. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Gaswick, pitch inside, 2-1. 54 pitches for Heimerman. Struggled just a little bit in the top of the second inning as 7 batters came to the plate for Chadron. 2-1 pitch, swung on, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 6-1, Zephyr's on top. And the pitch gets by Richter, and that'll move Dunbar over to third base on the pass ball. Huskers get a big win tonight at home against Northwestern as the Huskers get a 12-2 win. And the Huskers at home at Haymarket Park for a 3-game set with the Northwestern Wildcats. They win game 1, 12-2, and the payoff pitch to Gaswick misses high. And a walk given up by Heimerman, and that puts runners at first and third for the First Nationals as Cody Hall will come to the plate. Cody walked, came around and scored the Zephyr's run, or the Chadron run, I should say. First pitch misses, 4-1. Cody Hall will be fouled up by Zach Werdekemper. From the stretch, the 1-0 pitch on the ground. McCollum fields. He'll fire over to first base for the second out. And they try and double up the runner. And they did not get the runner at second. But Dawson Dunbar comes home to score the second run as Cody Hall grounds out for the second out of the inning. And here's Zach Werdekemper. And Gaswick, I should say, on at second base in a scoring position. The first pitch to Werdekemper misses, 4-1. 6-2, Zephyr's on top. And the 1-1 pitch, that's fouled straight back, and that'll even the count at a ball and a strike. To Werdekemper. Righty-lefty matchup here as they spin, throw to second base, and Gaswick back in plenty of time. McCollum taking the throw there. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. 1 on for Chadron. 1-1 pitch. Misses outside. 2-1. Heimerman will go from the stretch. Comes home on the 2-1 pitch. Make it 3 balls and a strike. And Jace Heimerman continues to struggle after a 1-2-3 top of the first. As struggle in the second is now in the third. He's got 2 outs here trying to get out of this inning. 3-1 pitch swung on and missed. And the count now goes full to Zach Werdekemper. Gaswick at second base for the First Nationals. Takes a healthy lead. McCollum right behind him. Payout pitch swung on and missed. Werdekemper goes down swinging for the third out of the inning, but Chadron pushes another run across. 6-2 Zephyrs on the Westco scoreboard.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
Go to the home half of the third inning, and we'll go back to the top of the order. Porter Robbins will lead things off. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 for Westco here in the bottom of the third inning. And what was once a 6-0 lead is now a 6-2 lead for Westco, as they've scored a run in the second and the third innings here. And all of those runs have been walked in. 2 runs on no hits for Chadron. So we'll see what Porter Robbins can do here, as the Chadron First Nationals, all the infielders gather around the mound prior to getting things underway here in the bottom of the third inning. So Porter Robbins has struck out and walked here tonight, and facing Cody Hall for the second time here tonight. Talked about Porter's performance last night on the mound. First pitch from Hall inside for ball 1, as Porter went 3 2/3, gave up only 1 run on 4 hits. He had 1 strikeout, but a nice start by Porter Robbins, as the 1-0 pitch driven foul out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Zephyrs with 4 pitchers last night in the 7-6 loss to Cheyenne Post 6. 1-1 pitch swung on, 1-2. Going into the top of the 7th, Zephyrs led Cheyenne Post 6, the defending Wyoming state champion, 6-2, but a 5-run top of the 7th made it 7-6. Zephyrs not able to answer in the bottom of the 7th. They lose it 7-6. Pitch low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pittman batting from the right side, righty-righty matchup. 2-2 pitch. This will be fouled out of play, right field side. And we'll do it all over again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Robbins looking, staying alive. Waits the 2-2 pitch. That one misses inside, and the count will go full to Porter Robbins. Again, the rain has stopped here at Cleveland Field, but I think the temperatures dropped somewhere into the 50-degree range. 58 degrees right now as the 3-2 pitch fouled off by Porter Robbins. He stays alive. Looking for his first hit on the night. Payoff pitch, that misses high, and for the second straight inning, Porter Robbins will reach base via the walk. And now Jared Baltazar will step in as Hall struggling here in the bottom of the third inning. So no outs, one on for the Zephyrs as Jared Baltazar walked in the first inning and was driven home on the 2-run homer by Hunter McCollum as the pickoff throw. The first base is dropped, but does not get far enough away from Bila to allow Robbins to advance. Robbins stepping back on the mound here to deliver his first pitch to Jared Baltazar. Comes home as Robbins goes. The throw down will not be in time. And Porter Robbins with the stolen base. His second on the year. And Robbins into scoring position now with no outs. 1-0 the count to Baltazar as he squares the bunt, lays it down. No, it went out in front of the plate, and then it went into foul territory. I'll say it's a foul ball. Or no, they will hit Baltazar, so Jared out, and the first out of the inning. And Hunter McCollum will step in. The 2-run homer in the bottom of the first. He lines another shot into left field. Robbins rounding third. He's going to be waved home. And the Zephyrs lead it 7-2. And an RBI for Hunter McCollum. His third of this game. And Porter came into the game with no RBIs. Now he's got 3 here in this game. Dario Rodriguez steps in. First pitch to him low as McCollum scrambles down to second base. And the Zephyrs getting the running game going here in the third inning, trying to put some pressure on the Chadron First Nationals. 1-0 the count to Rodriguez. Next pitch, this is driven into right field. This will get down for a base hit. As McCollum being waved around third, he will come in home to score. And the Zephyrs now lead it 8-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. As Rodriguez squared that one up and drove it into right field. That'll bring up the left-handed hitting Wyatt Hout with Rodriguez on at first base. First pitch in there for strike 1. Zephyrs with 2 runs home here in the third inning. Short lead by Rodriguez at first. 0-1 pitch, check swing by Hout. Even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hall came on in relief of Cody Bila, who only lasted 1/3 of an inning. Gave up 6 runs in that time. The 0-2 pitch misses way outside. Nice job by Barenkamp to snag that one before it went to the backstop. 1-2. Rodriguez on at first for the Zephyrs, being held on there by Kobe Bila. Takes a short lead. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And Hout goes down as a strikeout victim. And 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hall with his 3rd strikeout. And now he goes to the back of the mound to get the mud out of his spikes. And he'll step back onto the mound and get ready to face Jarrett Richter. Rodriguez on at first, 2 down, but the Zephyrs with 2 runs home here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. First pitch swing. This is hit in the air, foul territory, first base side. And no one over there will have a play. No balls and a strike to Jarrett Richter. Jarrett's walked twice tonight. Scored 1 run. That came in that 6-run first inning. Rodriguez with the lead at first. Hall from the stretch. Missing inside. 1-1. Richter steps out, checks with Jeremiah Luber in the third base coach's box, getting the sign. Hall delivers a 1-1. And Richter fouls it out of play. And he's down on the count, a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, but 2 runs home for the Zephyrs, and they now have increased the margin to 6 runs at 8-2. Hall from the stretch, 1-2 pitch. There's a base hit into center field by Jarrett Richter. His first hit of the night. And Zephyrs now with 2 outs and 2 on for Carter Reisig. And Reisig with a hit back in the first inning. He struck out in the 2nd inning, up for the 3rd time tonight. First pitch from Hall, and Reisig drives that one foul, third base side. 0-1. Cody Hall coming on in relief of Kobe Bila. And with 2 outs, the 0-1 pitch, that hits Reisig. And the first batter hit by a pitch by Hall, and that will load the bases up for the Zephyrs here with 2 outs. Andon Pittman will step to the plate. And with the bases loaded, Pittman looking at once again some RBI opportunities. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. So we've got Rodriguez on third, Richter at second, and Reisig at first. As Hall from the full line comes home and misses inside to Pittman. 1 ball and 1 strike. Glad you could join us here tonight on 106.9 The Trail and also on the TV side on KNEB.TV. On a cool Friday evening, the 1-1 pitch in the air. This will get down for a base hit. Rodriguez scores. Richter rounding third. He will come in to score ahead of the throw. And the Zephyrs on top, 10-2 with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning as Pittman drives in 2 and gets his first RBIs of the season. As both Richter and Rodriguez come around to score. Make it 10-2. And the number 9 here in the order, Garcia, now at the plate with 2 on.
Yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
And welcome back to Cleveland Field as we go to the 4th inning. Zephyrs lead it 10-2. As leading things off is Trace White. Takes a first pitch ball and then drives the 1-0 pitch. Foul out of play, and that'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. No changes defensively for the Zephyrs. Here in the 4th inning as Jace Heimerman on for his 4th inning of work and misses with that pitch to Hall. 2 balls and 1 strike. Or check that to White. 2 balls and 1 strike. White struck out back in the 2nd inning. Up for the 2nd time in the ball game. The 2-1 pitch in there for a strike. That'll make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. White will be followed up by Ryan and Eric Varenkamp. 2-2, swung on and missed. And a strikeout for Jace Heimerman to start off this 4th inning. I've got Jace down for 5 strikeouts in the game as White goes down swinging for the first out as Ryan Varenkamp steps in. First pitch missing low. 1-0, I should say. Varenkamp walked his last time up. Pitch missing inside. 2-0 to Varenkamp. Next pitch hit out in front of the plate, right in front of the plate. Now it'll be a fair ball. They'll fire down to first to retire Varenkamp. As it bounced right in front of the plate, stayed right there in foul territory. And so 2 down. And now Eric Varenkamp steps in. And Jace Heimerman would like to set down Chadron in order here in the 4th inning with a 10-2 lead. First pitch in there for a strike. Varenkamp walked back in the 2nd inning. Heimerman winds and delivers, and a big swing and a miss by Varenkamp. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on for Chadron here in the 4th. 10-2, Zephyrs lead it. Varenkamp stays alive as he fouls off the 0-2 pitch. .76 pitches now at this point in the ball game for Jace Heimerman. The 0-2 misses way outside. Nice job by Richter to pull that one down. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Varenkamp batting from the left side. The 1-2, and he stays alive at 1-2. That's fouled straight back by the Chadron right fielder. Ryan behind the plate, Eric in right field for the Chadron First Nationals. The 1-2 pitch missing outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Eric Varenkamp. 2-2 pitch. Barenkamp stays alive, fouls this one off third base side, and that'll get out of play. And once again, Barenkamp stays alive. And the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody on for Chadron. Heimerman trying to put down the First Nationals in order here as he did in the first inning, here in the fourth. As he looks in to get the sign from Richter. 2-2 pitch, high fastball, that's swung on, but the ball dropped. Richter will fire down to Pittman at first base, and Chadron goes down in order in the fourth. 10-2, Zephyrs lead it on the Westco scoreboard.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leaves Heads.
We do 2 pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
Zephyrs lead it, go to the home half of the fourth inning. And some changes defensively for the Chadron First Nationals. Gaswick is now at second base. Werdekemper is moved from center to left. And Kobe Bila has moved from first to center. And as we look over, they will have Trace White will move back to first base for the First Nationals. And a new pitcher comes into the game for Chadron. And it'll be Ballman. So the third Chadron pitcher coming into the game for the First Nationals. And one other defensive change, Cody Hall, who was on the mound, moves over to third base. So a lot of defensive changes for Chadron here in the bottom of the fourth inning as they trail it by 8, 10-2, 10 runs on 5 hits and 1 error for the Zephyrs, and 2 runs on no hits and only 1 error for Chadron. As we go back to the top of the order once again as the Zephyrs batted around in the third, as Porter Robbins will come to the plate for the 4th time tonight. He struck out and walked twice. As the first pitch from Bowman misses the outside for ball 1. Bowman winds and delivers on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Porter Robbins looking for his first hit of the night. The 1-1 pitch. They get a ball and 2 strikes. We said Porter came into tonight's game batting .333. Looking for his first hit. 1-2 delivery, missing way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zephyr's in the white pants, orange tops here tonight. Green letters and numbers. Chadron in the red tops here tonight with white sleeves. 2-2 pitch, count now full to Porter Robbins. Count full. Payoff pitch. Robbins stays alive. He drives that one foul out of play over the press box here at Cleveland Field. Third pitcher of the night for the Chadron First Nationals. Payoff pitch once again misses high. And once again the inning started off with a walk. And Jared Baltazar will step to the plate. 11th walk on the night by Chadron. Robbins will take his lead at first. White holding him on. Quick throw over. Robbins back in plenty of time. Robbins with a short lead at first. Bowman comes home. That pitch fouled straight back for strike one. Baltazar 0 for 2 on the night. Batting from the right side. Robbins takes his lead at first base. Another throw over. Trying to keep Porter close. Ten to 2. Zephyr's on top. They led 6-0 after the first inning. Pitcher checks at first. Now comes home and misses inside. Make it 1 ball and 1 strike. No outs, 1 on for the Zephyrs. This one hit in the air, foul territory, first base side. White has it measured, and White makes the catch. And 1 down as Baltazar flies out for the first out of the inning. And here comes Hunter McCollum to the plate. 2-run shot in the first inning. Since then he's struck out. And he had a base hit back in the 3rd inning. Comes up for the 4th time tonight with 1 on and 1 out. First pitch misses outside. Robbins goes down. He'll be in way before the throw on the head first slide. Robbins with his first stolen base on the season. 1-0 the count to McCollum. That pitch misses low. 2-0. Ballman checks the runner. Second comes home. Pitch low. Blocked nicely by Barenkamp as he goes to his knees to keep that one in front of him. 3 balls, no strikes to Hunter McCollum. As he steps out of the right-hand batter's box as Ballman goes behind the mound to clear the mud off of his spikes. And now we're ready to go. Robbins takes his lead at second. Pitch home and a 4-pitch walk. Second walk given up here in the 4th inning by Bowman. 12th walk. And we'll have a pinch hitter as Cameron Myers comes into the game. Porter hits second. McCollum with the lead at first. The 0-2 pitch breaking ball, and Meyer looks at a called third strike, and he goes down for the second out of the inning. 2 down for Wyatt Hout. Coming to the plate for the 4th time tonight. First pitch low, that gets away from the catcher. Everybody will move up 90 feet. Robbins now 90 feet away from the 11th run of the ball game. As Bowman missed with that first pitch. 1-0 the count to Wyatt Hout. 1 for 3 on the night. Had a base hit back in the 6-run first inning. Runners at second and third. The 1-0 pitch on the ground into right field. Robbins scores. McCollum being waved around. The throw will be cut off. And the Zephyrs now lead it by 10, 12-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And a base hit by Wyatt Hout drives in 2 more runs here tonight. Wyatt came into tonight's game with only 1 RBI and has increased that here tonight. And the Zephyrs now on top by 10, 12-2. Here's Jared Richter, who was at the plate for the 4th time tonight. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Jarrett 1 for 1 this evening with his base hit in the 3rd inning. He had walked 2 previous times before that. No balls, 1 strike. This is in the air by Richter into right center. It will fall for a base hit. Hout will hold up at third base and sliding in safe at second is Richter with a double. And Zephyrs keep the line moving. Richter with a base hit into right center field. And 2 outs. That's what the Zephyrs have done with 2 outs is Carter Reisig will step in for the first time here in this 4th inning. Bowman delivers home. Pitch missing outside. 1-0. Carter 0 for 2 on the night. 81 pitches by Hall to this point in the game. 1-0 pitch. Here's a drive into left field. This will get down for a base hit. 1 run will score as Hout comes in to score to make it 13-2. And the base hit by Carter Reisig. And I've got him down for 2 hits. But he drives in another run to make it 13-2. And Jared Richter will be at third base, and the Zephyrs with runners at the corners. And Pittman will come to the plate. Chadron manager standing at the edge of the dugout. I think Bowman thought he was going to come out and get him. First pitch down low. That gets away from Barenkamp, but Richter will stay put at third base. Pittman tonight 1 for 1. And the 1-0 pitch in there for strike 1. As we said, Hall had 80 through 85 pitches before he was relieved by Bowman here in the 4th inning. As Hall came in relief in the 1st inning of Kobe Bila. 1-1 pitch, check swing. It's going to be ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. 13-2. Zephyrs with 6 in the 1st, 4 in the 3rd, and 3 home here in the 4th inning. Bowman Stepping off now, stepping back onto the mound is Pittman back into the right-handed batter's box. We're ready to go. The pitch on the outside corner. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at the corner. Reisig at first. 2-2 pitch. That gets away from the catcher, but Richter will stay put once again at third base. "13 runs on 8 hits for the Zephyrs here tonight. But probably more importantly, they've only committed 1 error. And we've talked about that before. 9 in the doubleheader, 9 combined in 2 games against Laramie last weekend. Payoff pitch. This is hit in the air, center field. Bila coming on. It'll fall in front of the right fielder, Varenkamp. Richter comes around to score to make it 14-2 Zephyrs here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. As Reisig moves from first to third. And Pittman with his first hit of the night. Then we go to the number 9 hitter in the order for the Zephyrs, Hunter Garcia. First pitch low. 4-1. Hunter 0 for 2 on the night. It's flown out and struck out. Up for the 4th time here in the ball game. 1-0 pitch. Fouled straight back. A ball and a strike now. Reisig standing at third base. The 15th run of the ball game as the Zephyrs have already put 4 runs on the board here, and we've got 2 outs. 4th. 1-1 pitch. This is driven into left field, and it will be a fair ball as Reisig comes in to score to make it 15-2, and Hunter Garcia with a deep drive to left field that gets down for a base hit. And Garcia will end up at second base with a double. And Pittman moves over to third, and once again the Zephyrs keep the line moving. As we have a pinch hitter, Riley Strau comes into the game here. And Riley looks at a first pitch. 4-1. Riley hitting .333 on the season. Went 1 for 3 last night in the 7-6 loss to Cheyenne Post 6. And he's ahead in the count now, 2 balls, no strikes. No homers, no runs driven in for Riley Strau. Bowman, the 3rd pitcher on for Chadron here tonight. 2-0 pitch. And Strau fouls that one straight back. 2 balls and a strike. Seeing a few umbrellas pop out once again here at Cleveland Field. Raining just probably since about the 2nd inning. 2-1 pitch, misses outside, 3-1. Zephyrs on top, 15-2. They've got 5 runs home here in this home half of the 4th inning. 3-1 pitch, another nice block by Varenkamp, but that will be ball 4. And the base is now loaded for Westco. And once again, the slow walk by the Chadron manager from the first base dugout. And we'll see if this is just a conference on the mound or if we're going to have a pitching change here. Stay with us following this one. We'll have the Runs of Post-Game show and name our Taco John's player of the game. Get some post-game comments from head coach Jeremiah Luber. Well, be sure to stop into Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all of your quality automotive repair needs. And Ally Property Management and Real Estate, from real estate to rental properties to property management, Ally is your friend in real estate. There's the conference on the mound breaking up, and Bowman will stay in there with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And Jared Baltazar will be the hitter for the Westco Zephyrs. Jared 0 for 3 on the night. Some RBI opportunities out there for him. First pitch, check swing, ball 1. Baltazar went 1 for 3 last night, comes into the night hitting .444 on the season, 1 RBI. And the 1-0 pitch, low in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. As we near 10 o'clock here on a Friday night. Glad you could join us on 106.9 The Trail and on TV side, KNEB.TV here tonight. 2-0 pitch, missing 3-0. And of course you can catch both Gehring and Scotts Bluff's graduations on KNEB.TV. Gehring's tomorrow at 10 o'clock at Five Rocks Amphitheater. Yep. 3-0 as Baltazar lets it go by on the 3-0 pitch, make it 3-1, taking all the way on the 3-0 count. And there's a walk, and another run comes in for the Zephyrs to make it 16-2. And that will bring in Pittman, and the bases remain loaded as Isaiah Torres into the game. First pitch swinging, pops this one up shallow center field, and going out and making the catch is Dunbar, and that will do it for the Zephyrs here in the 4th inning. 16-2, Zephyrs lead it after 4 complete on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
The 5th inning, Zephyrs on top by 14 runs. And this could be it for Chadron here in the game if they don't get some runs across here, as Jace Heimerman on for his 5th inning of work. And we've got some Some changes defensively for the Zephyrs as Robbins moves over to third base. Keegan Nation has come into the ball game for the Zephyrs. Or check that. Now we also have a change on the mound. Carter Reisig has come in, so correction there. Heimerman give you his numbers here in just a minute. As we check, Heimerman going 4 innings, giving up 2 runs on 1 hit and 7 strikeouts and 4 walks for Heimerman tonight. So Reisig coming on in relief. And Hunter Garcia has gone into right field for the Zephyrs. 1-2 the count to Bowman. And Reisig fires across and misses to make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Low, 3-2. Baltazar now at second base as Bowman looks on the third strike go by on the 3-2 pitch and the first out of the inning. So Baltazar now at second base for the Zephyrs. The changes defensively. Pittman remains at first and McCollum remains at shortstop. As Kobe Bila at the plate, and the first pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. Bila tonight 0 for 2 as he's struck out and flown out as Reisig misses with the next pitch to make it 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch hit on the ground towards third. That'll be snagged by Robbins on the hop. Throws over very quickly. 2 down. And last chance here for Chadron. And that'll bring Dawson Dunbar up. Dawson reached base on an error and came around to score Chadron's second run in the third inning. First pitch from Carter Reisig misses high. 4-1. Nice job on the mound tonight by Jace Heimerman. And now Reisig on in relief. 1-0 missing low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here for Chadron in the top of the 5th inning as they try 14 runs. 2-0 pitch, make it, check 2-1. That's just catching the outside corner there. 2 outs, nobody on for Chadron. Here in the 5th. Hit on the ground towards first. That'll get by Pittman and into right field, and Chadron stays alive. And that'll be ruled an error on Pittman. So the second error of the ball game. And for the second time in the game, Dunbar reaches base on an error as Gaswick at the plate for the First Nationals. 0 for 1 on the night. Now Carter Reisig will go from the stretch. Comes from the right side. Quick throw over to first base. Keep Dunbar close. Carter Reisig, his first pitching opportunities. The runner goes. The throw down will not be in time. Stolen base by Dawson Dunbar puts him into scoring position. 1-0 the count to Gaswick. Reisig from the stretch now delivers home. And the pitch missing high for ball 2. 2 outs. Carter Reisig on to try and end this one. 2-0 pitch. Missing high and inside. 3-0. Cody Hall on deck for Chadron. 3-0 pitch. And it'll be a 4-pitch walk for Gaswick. And the first walk given up by Carter Reisig here. As Cody Hall will step in. And once now Chadron with some traffic on the bases. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Reisig from the stretch comes home to Hall, misses high. Dunbar scampers into third base and will not draw a throw from Richter. That gives Chadron runners at the corners. And Gaswick will scamper down to second base. And once again won't draw a throw with 2 outs. 2-0 the count to Cody Hall. Pitch at the knees for strike 1. Hall tonight 0 for 1. Grounded out to short back in the 3rd inning. 2-1 pitch. Misses just low. 1. And Carter Reisig not wanting to load the bases here with 2 outs. And the Zephyrs with a 16-2 lead. 3-1 pitch in there for strike 2. As Hall thought he had a free pass down to first base, but he'll come back to the handed batter's box and wait the payoff pitch from Carter Reisig. It comes home and that will load the bases. Straight walk given up by Carter Reisig. And with the bases loaded. And 2 outs. Zach Werdekemper at the plate. Batting from the left side. Reisig comes home. And Werdekemper foul third base side. And he's down on the count. No balls and 1 strike. 16-2 Zephyrs. Kemper 1 for 2 tonight. The base is loaded. The 0-1 pitch misses low. Ball and a strike to Werdekemper. Place to put him. As the base is loaded. 1-1 pitch coming from Reisig. That's driven back up the middle as McCollum at shortstop makes the play but throws it wildly to first base. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. To make it 16-4 as Gaswick and Dunbar come around to score. Nice fielding play by McCollum, but then the wild throw to Pittman at first base. And Hall moves all the way to third base. And Werdekemper at first. And Trace White at the plate. And 3 runs come for Chadron to make it 16-5 now. Carter Reisig from the stretch in the 1-0. Swings and misses, 1-1. Werdekemper easily down to second and no throw down from Richter. Trying to get it here with 2 outs. 1-1 pitch. Hall stays alive as he, or check that, White stays alive as he drives it foul out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Trace White with 2 outs. Pitch on the outside corner for strike 3, and Trace White goes down for the 3rd out here in the top of the 5th inning. And we've corrected the score at 16-4. And 16-4, Zephyrs lead it on the Westco score.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for you and your home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for you and your home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
We have all learned lately that our homes are our sanctuaries. And at Renewal by Andersen, many people invest in our windows to keep out the bitter cold. But they're often thrilled when it's blazing hot outside and their Renewal by Andersen windows are keeping their homes so cool, with much lower utility bills. Renewal by Andersen windows make life at home so much more comfortable, whether it's 10 degrees below zero or 100. We can't control outside, but we sure can inside. Invest in your home now with Renewal by Andersen. You'll be glad you did.
It's a Zephyr winner here tonight as the Zephyr 16-2 win over the Chadron First Nationals. As the Zephyrs with 16 runs on 11 hits, they did commit 3 errors, but they jumped Chadron early here tonight. They jump out to a 6-0 lead after 1. Chadron came back to score 1 run in the second, and let's quickly grab Jeremiah Luber as he joins us here on the Runs a Post Game Show. A quick start, and you made it hold up tonight.
That was good to see. What we wanted. We took advantage. I kind of got on the guys a little bit because
When you call Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
When you call Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
For Zephyrs, I should say, 16 runs on 11 hits and 3 errors. We'll come back with more here on the Runs a Post Game Show. The Zephyrs win it 16-4 on the Westco scoreboard.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking. Jeff Kelly back here on the Runs a Post Game Show. Zephyrs win it 16-4. And now time to name our player of the game. And the player of the game is brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And our player of the game, Hunter McCollum, as he goes 2 for 3 on the evening. That includes a 2-run homer. He drives in 3 runs for the Zephyrs tonight as they jump on Chadron early with 6 runs in the first, go on to win it 16-4. Next action for the Zephyrs, they will be in Torrington next Wednesday. Our next Zephyr broadcast will be next weekend here from Cleveland Field as Lexington comes to town for a doubleheader.
We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight. We'd like to thank our KNEB.TV crew on site here tonight. They will be bringing you the Gehring graduation tomorrow at 10 a.m. and then the Scotts Bluff graduation Sunday at 1 o'clock. So until we talk again from Cleveland Field, I'm Jeff Kelly. Good evening, everyone.